Real with Team Pisces. We in the build done. But first, I want to give a shout out to all my fellow Pisceans out there. Gang, you all already know. We in the build done. Also want to give a shout out to all my two twos and my three threes and my two twos and my three threes and my 777s. And shout out to any other angelical numerical numbers that I may have forgot to mention. Also want to thank everybody for coming out to support the channel. Thank you. And those of you that are new, welcome to the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell notification, be notified of my upcoming videos and content. And we're going to jump right in. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about why Pisces blocked you, unblocked you, then ghost you again. I'm going to give you guys 20 examples. Now, why did Pisces block you in the first place? A lot of times you must have did something. You must have said something. And why does a Pisces block you, unblock you, and then ghost you again? See? Now, don't worry, I'm about to expose all the 20 reasons for you guys that may have experienced this and didn't know why. See, one thing is the fact that, see, Pisces, we don't play with energy. See, anything that's around us that don't mean us no good, we're going to discard it. And see, if the vibe is off, you best believe you're going to get blocked. See? And if we become curious again, maybe, let's say we missed something, then we may unblock you. But then, like I said, if you're still acting weird, we're gonna ghost you. Now, it's a whole cycle at the end of the day. And when the garbage man comes, he only comes there for maybe one day out the week until the next week. And hey, he comes at an opportune time to come pick up the load and hey, recycle. Now, but like I said, it's a whole cycle when it comes to us Pisces. So I'm gonna tell you why does this happen, okay? Now, the first example is the fact it comes down to an emotional workload. In other words, that emotional overload that a Pisces may feel when dealing with you. Let's say you stress that Pisces out. Let's say you doing too much, in other words. See, we block you because the vibe is just too loud for us. Welcome everybody that just came in. Belinda Malone, welcome. Garcia, what's going on? Welcome. Just the Chip, what's going on? Welcome, Antoinette. Welcome. Exalted Born said, peace to the babies. The season tomorrow may they grow righteous, learn truth, and build higher than we ever did. Facts. Welcome, David said, what's going on? You're investing, he said, the pink market. Hopefully train on the price value. Okay. Yeah, what's going on, everybody? So this video was being done because a lot of people say, oh man, the Pisces blocked me, then they unblocked me, and then all of a sudden they just ghosted me. See? So I wanted to address this to clear it up. Now, another reason, like I said, emotional overload. As you guys know, that us Pisces are very emotional at times for the right reasons. And when it comes to blocking you, like I said, it's because your vibe is too loud. That's why a lot of times we would rather be in a situation or with a person that's more peaceful. But as soon as we hear your voice and let's just say you're too loud, you're drawing attention to us. We might not even be trying to get that type of attention on us to begin with. Just like Batman, Batman, whenever there's a signal out, everybody knows that, okay, he might just show up. Well, guess what? When it comes to Pisces, if you draw attention and try to bring light to who we are, it doesn't matter. You could be the lowest of the lowest or the highest of the highest. We don't want that attention on us. See, we like to hide and like to be in the background, be chameleons and blend in with others. So that way it's not like, oh, you busting me out, putting me on Front Street, or hey, just giving me that attention, that I'm not looking for. Now, we unblock you once we calm down, see? Because as soon as we get hyper and we feel the need to block you, there's no stopping it. So you will get blocked. This applies to social media as well. And I myself find myself doing this often where I will block someone. Then I might say, oh, well, hey, maybe I went a little too rough on this person. Okay, let me unblock them. And hopefully they can redeem themselves. But if they prove to me again why I blocked them in the first place, their ass is going to get ghosted this time. See? So another thing is we ghost when the vibe feels loud again. So if you do the same behavior, you're gonna get blocked. You're gonna get ghosted, and this is without closure. Now, another thing that a Pisces may do is test your intentions. See, there's one way for one person to say they're sorry, or let's say you guys squash the beef, or hey, you guys clear up the air. But there's an ultimate test here when a Pisces is testing your intentions, because a Pisces knows if I pull my energy back, let's see how you will perform. So it's not all about what you say, it's more about what you do. So we may unblock you just to see if you're going to move right. See, and if you don't, you're going to get ghosted. See, because it's like, okay, all I did was stop talking to you and then you did it again. See, now another thing too, which a lot of people they tend to play in the Pisces face. And what this means is that you may say something slick thinking the Pisces didn't catch it. See, and when you say something slick, hey, we're going to block you fast. See, because hey, when it comes to blocking you fast, yeah, we may unblock just to see if you're going to apologize. See, well, Pisces is always fair. See, so if a Pisces goes in on you, you best believe you've exhausted all the other options. Now, they had no choice, they had no more room to play with you, deal with you, or just giving you enough room to redeem yourself. Now, if you, like I say, they may unblock to see if you apologize. Then a Pisces may what? Then they may ghost you because you didn't apologize. See, because it's the ending of the cycle. So you do something to a Pisces is going to hold you accountable. And if you don't apologize and you try to ignore it and act like it never happened, you're going to get ghosted. See, a Pisces is going to, they only going to wait a certain amount of time. It all depends on the circumstances and, hey, what ties do you have with that Pisces? What's going on, Empress? What's going on, Belinda? Everybody that's just came in. Oh, okay, Era, you saying hear all of it. So basically, what I just explained is we just talking about why did a Pisces block you, then unblock you, and then ghost you. You see, now this can happen all simultaneously, or like I say, you could be in a situation where, hey, it could happen to you and you just had no idea, when it happened, why it happened. A Pisces just blocks you out. Yes, it could be stem from the emotional response to things because of the emotional overload, which sometimes a Pisces is like, okay, outside, out of mind, where a Pisces may just simply block everybody out just to let everything calm down. And then a Pisces will say, okay, wait a minute. I know I blocked off everybody. Let's see if I accidentally blocked somebody that may have been good to me. Now, this is what gets a Pisces in trouble because sometimes it's almost like the biggest word to use for this would be like hold all captives. Okay. So a Pisces will tend to go in on everybody, but just later on say, oh, damn, I accidentally got rid of my mechanic, or hey, I got rid of my barber, or hey, I accidentally blocked my somebody I actually get services from. So it's almost like just make sure you give yourself the 24 hours just to like make sure you're blocking the right people. Cause sometimes you get emotional overloaded Pisces, you just end up blocking everybody out. And then you just until you calm down, you start realizing like, oh, wait a minute. I think I accidentally blocked somebody that that I may actually talk to. Or let's say they haven't done anything to you yet. It could be something from a few days ago that it hasn't came to the surface yet. But let's say someone was aggravating you that you do know. And let's say it happened 3 days ago. Sometimes Pisces, you may feel though that particular situation with that person was not settled. See, and it can linger over and spill over into you actually going off on somebody else, and then you're like, hey, since I'm already overloaded, why not go ahead and deal with this situation with this other person that, hey, I left it hanging, and it never got settled. Because that's why Pisces will snap, and you don't even understand why they're snapping off on you. And it could be from something that happened a week ago, something that happened 3 days ago. But it was the fact that you disrespected that Pisces and you didn't apologize. See, a Pisces thinks that everybody is out to get them at that point. See, no one is put it like this: no one is the victim more than the Pisces. And I'm not saying this in a bad way, because a lot of times Pisces is the victim. A lot of people are doing a lot of sneaky things, mischievous things. They're doing like things with their behavior. They're saying slick stuff to a Pisces, thinking they got away with it, And then because a Pisces hasn't addressed you or they haven't checked you for it right away. Why is that? Because a Pisces is trying to give you time to apologize. See, because a Pisces is like, okay, before before they come at your throat, they're like, okay, I'm at least give you a chance to redeem yourself. If you act like it never happened, then you best believe you're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear it, and it's gonna be. Oh, see, what a Pisces doesn't want to do is hurt you in such a way that they leave you. See, a Pisces can just say, "Oh, let's say you and I are friends." Until, see, there's conditions. Until you disrespect me, that you have ended the contract. See, so a Pisces is like, hey, you're on your contract to me with these exceptions. If you disrespect me, I'm done, and I will not talk to you ever again. I don't give a damn how cool we were. We could have been together. We were in a relationship. You disrespect me or do something that just absolutely have no patience for. We're done. And people think that a Pisces is playing when they actually do this. Oh, and that Pisces said they were done with you. They were done. See? And then it's like you can't believe it. You're probably just in awe, saying, wait a minute, how dare you just broke up with me? We've been in this relationship for 5 years and you talking about you're done? Yes, that Pisces is done. Like, that's just how serious it is. And then I understand people will say, well, Dan, that's kind of sensitive of you to actually take it to such extremes. Well, well, don't mess with a Pisces then. See, yes, because a Pisces is they'll go to the extremes of how they're going to deal with you. Why is that? Because a Pisces values themselves. And anything they make an investment on, they're going to actually care about it. So if you spend $46,000 on a brand new vehicle, I'm sure if somebody was to lean on it, sit near it, look like they're going to scratch it, you're going to say something, right? It's the same thing how a Pisces will value themselves. It's like, okay, well, if you're going to be around me, you better respect me, because, hey, the minute you look like you're about to do something disrespectful, because a Pisces knows if I let you slide, then you're gonna keep doing it. See, if someone smacks you across the face and says, hey, I'm sorry, do you believe that they really meant that? The answer is no. They slapped you because it was intentional. If a person says, oh, I guess I got a bonus question for you. How many times you got to get slapped in the face to realize that it was done on purpose? They slap you across the face the first time, and then it's like, hey, I'm sorry. And then you're like, oh, okay, all right, I'll let you slide. And then they slap you again. Then it's like, okay, man, why'd you just smack me again? It's like, well, hey, I'm sorry. You just keep on giving them a chance. You just keep giving them another chance to hurt you. It's like you just keep giving them extra time, another punch, another to hurt yourself. You're really hurting yourself at the end of the day. It has nothing to do with that person. You only allow people to do what you allow them to. Okay, you allow them to disrespect you, then they're going to treat you that way because you accepted it. Now, yeah, definitely. Is it Stacy? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you keep giving someone a chance, they're gonna keep doing it. Think of it like this: if you feed a dog, that dog will forever come back for another freebie, for another chance. Because hey, there's no boundaries. If you any that's where people get disrespected the most, where there's no boundaries. See, you have nothing to basically imply to the other person that hey, I don't like that, or hey, don't do that to me, or hey, don't treat me that way. But it's not when you say something, it's when you do something about it. See, you could talk to someone all day long and never get their attention to, to absolutely just respect you. Your actions have to show it, so it's almost like, okay, this person ain't playing with me. They actually stopped talking to me for real. If they said it, but now they actually done it. See, that's you setting the boundary. So that's the best way. Now, why I say this as a warning, because a lot of you may have dealt with a Pisces and you felt like, oh, it wasn't fit. You might think that it wasn't fair the way that they did you by simply, stop talking to you. But you got to know, you can't just look at you can't just look at it in that lens of, oh, that Pisces stopped talking to me. What's good for you and what's good for that Pisces is what that Pisces factored into the whole decision. So it's almost like a Pisces looking out for you and a Pisces is looking out for themselves. This is why they stopped talking to you. See, because a Pisces has a what? A higher chance of hurting you in such a way to where it ain't no coming back from it. Now, let's talk about the next thing. Like I say, if you say something slick to a Pisces, you best believe you're going to get blocked. Now, the thing about it is, like I said, they'll ghost you because you didn't apologize. Now, another thing, number 4, is the fact we sense something was off. See, a lot of times we pay attention to things that are offbeat. We pay attention to things that don't make sense, that don't add up. And as I always say, a Pisces intuition, it doesn't miss. So if our spirit don't like you, you're going to get blocked. It's so funny because you could just say, oh, you might say Tyrone's coming to the party on Friday. That Pisces man or female probably never even met Tyrone. But soon as they hear Tyrone, it's almost like your spirit just doesn't vibe with the idea. That's what I mean by a Pisces intuition, it doesn't miss. Because you might just pick up on something that nobody else even never discovered. And hell, you never experienced or even been around Tyrone and even know what Tyrone is like. You haven't even gave him a chance to redeem himself to represent who he is. But you just have this inkling. You just have this feeling that Tyrone is gonna be a op. It's gonna be your enemy. It just comes out of nowhere. You ain't feeling it. So then when you say, "Oh, I'm not going," or "Hey," do you notice why Pisces says I'm not going? Because you would say to yourself, "Well, what did Tyrone do to you?" Then a Pisces would say, "Hey, well, I just don't. Hey, it's either me or Tyrone. See, you could just have Tyrone over, but hey, I'm not going to be there. I'm not going." So that's just the whole thing. It had, basically you guys can carry on, but people get angry and they say, well, that's not right. You basically judging Tyrone. It's like, no, I'm not judging Tyrone. I just know that if I put it like this, if I encounter someone, meet them for the first time, and I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna go. If a Pisces is present, you know there's gonna be an ending to a cycle. But you wanna know what's even worse? A Pisces is not afraid to assert themselves, especially if they were already feeling through the intuition was already telling them that this person, it was something to them. See, and a Pisces, guess what a Pisces is gonna do? They're gonna call it out. They're gonna say, "Oh, you know what, Tyrone, man, listen, man, it's whatever." They gonna say, "Tyrone, look," a Pisces will literally tell you, like, "I don't like you." See, that's why I said they could really hurt you in a way where it's like, you was better off Pisces not even coming. See? And a Pisces is already ahead 10 steps ahead. A Pisces knew that already. That's why Pisces said, hey, I'm not going. Because I would be the one to end the party. See, I'll be the one to start some shit, and everybody gonna say it's my fault. Because that's how it always ends. It's always like, oh, well, Pisces, ever since you joined the situation, you ruined it. See, that's why I say it hit different, you guys. It's like everybody hates Chris. So when a Pisces is in a situation they don't want to be in, they always get blamed. See, no matter how it goes, it's your fault. See, so it's almost like you can't just get that moment where if you feel some type of way, you're already in the wrong. That's how it goes. Because what people expect you to not feel anything. They expect you to just go along with the flow. Now, let me tell you a secret. Okay, so there are some Pisces that may feel the need to go with the flow until something happens. But you know going with the flow can actually be the worst decision. See? So if you go against the grain, it's a lot better to go against the grain than to go with the flow. See? Because going against the grain that'll be you setting boundaries. You have to put yourself first when you're in a situation dealing with others, because other people they will take up space. They will dominate the room. They'll dominate the environment if you let them. See? Now, let me see. What's going on, Ronnie Boo? Welcome. I mean, I have to check with the mods and make sure, that I actually set it up right, because like I say, in the I think of like 2 years ago, my account got hacked. So I had lost my account like 2 or 3 times and I had to get it back. But yeah, I make sure I do it right. But definitely Coco, I check into it. Now let's talk about the next one. So if we sense that something is off, like I say, it is our spirit that, hey, if it don't like you, get blocked. So the next one is the fact that we needed space. Sometimes a Pisces may need space just to think, just to make sure however things are going that hey, that is going in the right path, that is going, making sure that, hey, I don't miss nothing. Because as long as you're up close up on me and all in my face and talking to me every day, I might just miss something. See? So a Pisces may create the space, and hey, just by blocking you, it gives them peace. See? And then on top of that, unblocking you, it gives them the curiosity. See, that's what it does. Is though Pisces is like, hey, I blocked you. Now I just want to see what you're gonna do when I let you back in. See, I'm gonna unblock you, but that's just going to what? That's going to give that Pisces the curiosity it needs. See, and then what happens when a Pisces goes ghost? It's gonna give the very thing that a lot of people don't want to happen is the silence. See, that silence hit different because it goes from a Pisces merging with you to absolutely nothing. No noise, no more connection. See, it's almost like you've been disconnected from service with that Pisces. Now, another thing is the fact you gave mixed signals. See, a Pisces hates confusion, even though even though a Pisces may start confusion. See, now it's not that they will intentionally start confusion. It's just that when people try to read Pisces, they think Pisces is just like everybody else. See, so a Pisces, like I say, they may be in a situation, and all of a sudden, if you are the one that started the confusion, they're not gonna like you. See, so how does this look? Well, a Pisces will disappear. And then what? A Pisces may reappear. See, and then disappear again. Because sometimes this is the thing. This is the caveat when it comes to us Pisces, is that the intuition always surprises us. Like, we don't always want to, have that ego and say, oh, we're always right. So sometimes when the intuition shows us stuff, we can't believe it ourselves. Sometimes we're like, what? Are you serious? Like, this person sitting behind me is not my friend? Like, damn, this person has it out for me. And we might not want to believe that reality. So we're basically like, wait a minute. Are you kidding me? And then all of a sudden, we're like, we have to listen to it. We have to obey the intuition. So we're like, okay, it is what it is. I thought me and such us was cool. So then when it hits us that hard, when it hits us and it's like, okay, we have a wake up call, and all of a sudden we take the rose colored glasses off. Now it's like, oh, now we feel like we played ourselves because sometimes it's like, well, hey, I didn't want to believe this about such and such, but I have to. And then all of a sudden it's like, when that reality hits, it's like it doesn't feel good. Because think about it. What if you just met someone and you thought they were one way, only to find out that there was nothing like it? See? And then it's like you you will feel some type of way because you may feel foolish for even going along with it, thinking that, whatever it was that you were thinking about a person. You thinking that they're a good person, and then they absolutely mean you no good. See? Now, the next thing is the fact you may have disrespected us, like I say. Even the tiniest of disrespect, or whatever that may be. If it feels personal to a Pisces, you're gonna get blocked. See, you're gonna get blocked. Now, I would say that the mood does play a role in this as well, because as you guys know, the mood is what makes up the whole vibe. So if a Pisces is in a bad mood, it's times two. See, there's probably more than less of the patience that applies to it. So a Pisces is not going to be patient. It's not going to be, trying to save face. That's the difference between a Pisces and an air sign. Because an air sign is more about trying to save face, see, and protecting his image. But a Pisces is not about none of that. It's all about the feeling. See, if it don't feel right to a Pisces, then what? 9 times out of 10 is not right. Now, another thing is the fact why we may unblock you is because we missed you. Sometimes we miss the bullshit. Like sometimes, as I know it sounds bad, but sometimes we are entertained by your shenanigans. Like sometimes it gives us a hard on, Hey, I mean, it happens to the best of us. Sometimes we get turned on by other people's shenanigans because it's entertaining. It makes us laugh. It's more like that inside, like, the inside joke. It's like, hey, I really can't stand you on the outside, but hey, your shenanigans actually, make my day. So hey, let me unblock you just to entertain myself, and then guess what? By the end of the night, we'll just ghost you again because we know that we can't let the cat out of the bag too long. Then it won't want to go back in his bag. Hey, that's just what it is. Now, when it comes to now, another thing, like as I stated, the cat going, we can't we know we let the cat out the bag. 9 times out of 10, it won't go back in the bag. So when we unblock you, what we're basically doing is we're basically saying to ourselves, hey, let me check on them. See, let me check on you. We already know what we already know what the real reality is. So when people say, oh, you're just being delusional because you know the cat, and it's like, well, hey, I know the cat, but hey, doesn't everybody? Hey, I just want him to come out and play with him for a little bit. Then I want to send him back where he came from. But when it comes to ghosting someone like this, after you unblock them, after you've been entertained, then just know that it brings us back to why we hated you in the first place. It brings us back to why we don't F with you in the first place. So when we ghost you after we let you come back out and tap dance for a little bit, it just gives us that memory, and it reminds us of why we just don't F with you and why we can't mess with you. See? Because we really have to understand. That's why I said merging, it goes both good and bad. We have to know why we don't like you. See, it's not just, oh, we just find, oh, your shoes are pink and we don't like you. No, it's not in a superficial way. It's more like, I don't like you because the way you talk to people. See, it's little certain types of things like your mannerisms, and hey, if you are clean, or hey, let's say you don't take care of yourself, or your home, or any little thing that we find is that, hey, we just don't like it. That would be the reason. Now, another thing too of why we block you, then unblock you, then ghost you, is the fact, reverse psychology. See, we block you to see if you care. See, we basically are the cosmic mirror, so we're mirroring everything on the outside, and guess what? Everything that's on the inside out. See, so we block you to see if you care about us, because you will show a little tug of war, a little resistance if you care. If I blocked you, you will show some concern. Hey man, why'd you block me, man? I thought we were cool. Then a Pisces is like, okay, you're speaking my type of language. I like the fact that you basically said that, because now it shows me you care. See? But if I block you and you don't say shit, oh, now, hey, that let me know. That's speaking, hey, that's communicating to me that you were never my friend, because you are what? Cool with it. Remember, whatever a person does to you and you accept it is how they're going to treat you. So if I block you and you don't say anything about it, that means you agree to it. It's cold-blooded, man. See, now, when we unblock you, it's for us to see your effort. See, hey, we want to see the pushback. See, if you take the baby out of the womb, then we want to see if it kicks. See, but, and I'm not funny. I know it probably was a bad example, you guys. Hey, I said if you take the baby out the womb, then hey, you want to see if it kicks. But you know how it's that time of the night, you guys. So hey, you got to cut me some slack. But yeah, if yeah, so we unblock you just to see we want to see your efforts. See, but then you get ghosted. You get ghosted because you failed the vibe check. See, we always check the temperature of someone. See, we never go into a situation blindfolded. We never do, even if we look that way. That's why I say, even if we look like we're not on point, see, then that means you fell for the illusion that I wasn't on point. See, and however you assume me to be, that's what you're gonna see. See, that's why I tell people, stop doing that. When you come across a Pisces, get to know them. Stop going off of the outside and what it looks like. You need to open your mouth and say, hey, my name is Tyrone, and who am I speaking with? Because if you just sit from afar and you just look at me and say, oh man, this Pisces looks mean, I don't even think I can actually talk to this guy. You all in your head, fam. Guess what? You're not going, hey, you're gonna get exactly what you're gonna get exactly what you envisioned of me, just because you're falling for the illusion of what I look like. See, but it's coming from your own projection. It's cold-blooded, man. See, projection, once you assume and accuse somebody else that you haven't met of being a certain type of way, you are only projecting your own qualities, your own personality. It's cold-blooded. See, because think about it. If you don't like yourself, then you're going to project onto someone else. That's why you judge other people. It's cold-blooded. See, a lot of people don't like themselves, is why they don't want to meet other people that are just like them. See, that's why you end up having a friend that actually hates you and you don't understand why. It's because they hate themselves. See, and you are a resemblance of them. See, because they have to look at you every day. So that's just like looking in the mirror. That's why everybody hates Pisces. See, that's because Pisces represent everything that is what? Just like the human experience. See, me talking to you, you talking to me. Hey, PvP, player versus player. It's like, hey, I have to be more like you for you to stick around. But if you end up thinking to yourself that, hey, this person reminds me more of myself, that's because a Pisces merges with you, then that just means you don't like yourself. Now, here's the thing. We needed the space to think. So sometimes a Pisces will pull back to process their emotions, like I say. They'll pull back because it gets intense. It's like when it rains, it pours. Now, another thing is the fact that you were too dry. See, if a Pisces say, "Hey, good morning," and then you say, I'm all right. Like, you don't put no effort into the communication with the Pisces. A Pisces can feel that. See, a Pisces can feel when you aren't being real, or hey, you're not being present enough. Then a Pisces can feel that lack of empathy, that lack of emotion. That when you're basically just like trying to, let's say you try to create a smoke screen, or hey, you just try to hurry up and get the situation over with. That hey, that meet and greet. If you try to rush it, a Pisces can feel all of that. So you wonder why a Pisces pull away and never wants to come over again all of a sudden. See? Because a Pisces felt how you treated them. They're like, oh, you treated me so wrong. And this is what people fail to realize. You treat a Pisces wrong. A Pisces is like, you know what? It's my turn now. Like, see, a Pisces will feel like it's my turn to do something that you weren't expecting. See, because you caught me off guard with this disrespect. And hey, this, you being an a-hole to me, and I hadn't even done nothing to you. So let me do something to you now, see, to justify, because hey, you did it to me. See that? A lot of times, hey, this is how a Pisces will be. Give you a taste of your own medicine, double dose, overdose. Now, as I said, you were too dry. So giving a Pisces a one-word reply would be that would be consider you being dry. So remember, it is a 3-word finisher here when that happens. Block, unblock, but in this case, it's going to be block, ghost, and then vanish. See? So it's a block, ghost, and vanish when this happens, because that's the worst thing you could do is give a Pisces that one-word reply. How's your day going? Good. What did you do on Friday? Slept. It's like, oh, okay. One-word answers. All right, bet. So you're going to get blocked. So, and then how a Pisces pivots is that when a Pisces says, how'd your weekend go? And then you say another one-word reply, okay or great. A Pisces is going to block you without warning. No closure, no emotion of, hey. A Pisces is going to block. And then you might actually just put it like this. You may feel better, and then all of a sudden you start expounding on what happened after the fact, not knowing that you're blocked already. See? So now it's like you're talking to yourself. Now, when it comes to the next thing is the fact that you were doing too much. See? Perhaps you were too clingy. See? Remember, a Pisces always needs space. No matter how close they are to you, you have to give a Pisces space. Because a Pisces will what? They will do that back in return. They will make sure, hey, you have space because they know they need theirs. Now, a Pisces will what? Slide out quietly. If you don't give them space, they will slide out quietly. So do you wonder why you got ghosted? You wonder why a Pisces left? You wonder why a Pisces drove themselves to the park or wherever you guys went together? Because they know you are clingy. See? So they know they have to drive themselves in order to break away from you. See? Because if you drive, they understand, they already know a Pisces is like, hey, if you drive us, I'm not going to be able to break away. I will get smothered. See? And you cannot control the fish, even if you try. So if you try to box a fish in, guess what? That Pisces will find a way to to leave your side, escape some type of way. You won't know you will not know when it's gonna happen, but it will happen. Now, another thing is the fact we caught you lying, and this is a very important one. We caught you lying. And you best believe a Pisces will know it, and they will wait. They say, hey, you just lied to me. Let me see how long you're gonna take to fess up. See, you just told this bold-faced lie, and you think I didn't catch it because I didn't give you a reaction? Oh, wait a minute. You freaking slick. Hey, that's how us Pisces would think. We'll say, okay, you think you slick, don't you? You didn't lie to me. So a Pisces will wait 24 hours and look, a Pisces is like looking at their watch and they're saying, damn, you really sitting on this lie. Oh, you still ain't fessed up about it? That's the worst thing you could do because listen, when we catch your ass lying, once our trust is gone, it's over with. That's it. It ain't no unblock. You lie to us, guess what? It's no unblock. We're done. Because we can't trust you. Once we see we can't trust you, there is no second chance, my friend. No. We because we understand that where there's more risk, there's no reward. See, we're not gonna benefit it. We're not gonna benefit from keeping you around. Only if what? To do our own selves in. Now, another example is the fact that you upset it, you upset our spirit, okay? So if the energy feels off, let's say it feels uncomfortable being around you, goodbye. Because a Pisces, it's not about the vibe, it's about the peace. Okay. It's about the peace that we feel when we're with you. If we don't feel at ease, we don't feel peace, we don't feel that peacefulness, we're not gonna stay, fam. That's why we can just be in a relationship and we just cheat on you because we want to end the cycle immediately. A Pisces will just say, you know what is the it's more risky for me to stay in this relationship. This is why I have to cheat. Because if I don't cheat, then if there's no if there's no chaotic event, then I have to make you leave me alone. See, if I just say I don't want to talk to you anymore, then that's gonna keep you around trying to make it right. So I gotta hurt your feelings. I gotta do something to make you look at me as a different person because this is how I'm looking at you. See, that's why it says projection. Projection is how I feel. And me projecting onto you, sometimes I have to what? Set the boundary. Setting the boundary might have to be what? Me cheating on you, me actually hurting you. Because this is what you're doing to me anyway. See? So sometimes if you know that's what it's gonna take, then that's what you have to do. Even if you didn't want to do it. It had to happen. See? Now, another thing is the fact that you didn't match our efforts. See? Now, I know a lot of Pisces will feel the same way about this. You didn't match our efforts. The amount of effort that I would have put into the situation, you haven't, and you only gave what, 20% of my 100. So it's almost like you didn't match my effort. So a Pisces won't keep pouring into the emptiness. See? If whatever I poured into the cup was 20% of the cup to make it full, then what are you gonna put in? What you gonna put in on it? See, it better not be 15%. If it's less than what I put into it, we're done. See, so it hit different, you guys. Hey, it's cold blooded. Now, another example is that we saw a red flag. It's almost like Elmer Fudd waving that red flag, and it's like one thing about the red flag situation is that a Pisces does not ignore it. See, and they will not let it go. It will linger. And when they see a red flag, hey, not anymore. It won't. This is how they handle the red flag. No more. And it's crazy because a Pisces catch the red flag before it's funny because like flag football. As soon as a Pisces snatch that red flag, they like, oh, wait a minute. A Pisces snatch that red flag and they like, what is this? Oh, hell no. Instantly a Pisces is, hey, they check out immediately. It's like, oh, like we see something and it jump out at us. It's like we just end up just being done with the situation because we realize that that's the one thing that a Pisces hates is just to find something like just a red flag, and then a Pisces just can't let it go. It's like I got this red flag and I gotta keep it a secret. I gotta keep it a secret from the fact that I saw it. Keep that secret to myself. Then that's when a Pisces does that. That's why you never understand why. You don't understand why the Pisces just left that person high and dry. You don't understand why the Pisces quit that job. You don't understand why the Pisces, hey, moved out to Cancun and hey, it's like you just see the aftermath. You don't see what transpired. Now, another reason why we may block you, unblock you, then ghost is that we wanted to see your reaction. Now, sometimes, yes, a Pisces loves reassurance sometimes, okay? So that's how they're able to see the reassurances through your reaction. Now, another reason, another example is the fact that you broke the emotional connection with us. And every Pisces has to have that emotional connection no matter what they're doing. Because they have to remember going back to what feels comfortable. See, what feels comfortable, it matters. So if a Pisces don't feel it, we're gone. See, that's why I say if you apply empathy to most things in life, this will actually show you who's meant for you and hey, who's and deserving of your energy. You don't want to just hang around anyone. You don't want to just be with anyone. See, you gotta have that emotional connection. See, that's it. Put it like this: it's more about a dog and his owner. See, that type of connection. So you know how a dog would be to his owner. It's like, hey, that's how a Pisces would look. That's what they would want in a relationship. You see, you got someone that got your back. But hey, if a Pisces don't feel that, then they're done. Ain't nothing you could do. Now, another thing is the fact we put it like this. We needed to reevaluate you. See? Now, how this looks is that, hey, unblocking you, that allows us, because like I say, we're going back to the drawing board. We're saying to ourselves, let me check something here. Let me make sure, whoop-de 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 whoop. We want to say, okay, let me check and make sure this person, let me make sure I want to see if if there's any good in them. Maybe I missed something. Let me see if it's even worth me sticking around for. And then just know that just put it like this, then just know we're gonna ghost you if we like hell no. See, it's like, yeah, nah, just forget it. Then we like, you know what, just go on and ghost them. And ghost, there's no point of even tap dancing and just playing along with this because you already see that what you went back and checked to make sure. That's why I said with the intuition, it shows you something. Sometimes you don't believe the reality of it or the gist of it. So you're like, wait a minute, why is this happening? But then that's just for you to say, okay, you add up everything, the total comes out, and you say, you know what, I'm about to check out and just, give the person their change. Because a Pisces, hey, anything you put in on it, let's say you to move your shit into a Pisces home, they will give it back to you. And they'll say, hey, you can just go and take everything that you brought over because you won't be staying here. See? And I understand it sounds like an a-hole type of thing, but Pisces is just being real with you. See, that hey, I'm not gonna stay. And I don't want you around because you making me feel some type of way. Because listen, a Pisces can feel your energy. They can feel the energy shifts because your energy starts to what? It starts to affect a Pisces. If a Pisces is a calm, cool, collected type of individual, every time you come around, you bring the bad or the worst out of that Pisces. You start to alter and change their behavior just by keeping you around. So if you making me basically act more, you put it like this, you start making me feel like somebody else. You start making me feel different around you, then you can't be here. Cause you're gonna bring the worst out of me. And I don't wanna, hey, I probably am not that type of person. See, but I'm matching your energy, and I already know I'm gonna absorb your energy by keeping you around or having you around me. So if you alter who I am and you disturb the peace, then what does that mean I'm gonna do to you? See, that means I'm gonna disturb your peace. If you alter and shift my peace, and hey, because there's not gonna be any misery here. But I will show you just how miserable you are, and hey, we'll just settle the differences because hey, I have to show you that I'm not about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about that type of energy. Because that's the thing. It's so funny is that once you absorb so much of that person, you just realize just how much you can't stand that person. So where you need to vent to them and say, hey, I don't like your energy. And it's almost like what? You giving it back to them. You like, hey, I don't observe. That's what I say a Pisces can steal your powers, because a Pisces can steal your identity of like everything about you, who you think you are, right? Because a Pisces shows you that through what? The cosmic mirror. But did you know if a Pisces gets your energy and they don't like it, they're gonna give it back to you. So it's like, oh damn, I feel more like you, but I don't like it. Hey man, look, it was nice knowing you. Take all this ish back. See? And that's how a Pisces can do you, because a Pisces picks up on it so fast. Like, it don't take a Pisces very long to figure you out. And once they figure you out, if it doesn't what? It doesn't match. A Pisces will act 10 times worse than who you think you are. If you think you the tough guy and you thinking, hey, you running things and you disrespectful, a Pisces is going to be 10 times that. See? The worst of whatever you want it to be. See? A Pisces is going to show you that. And then you're going to be like, whoa, damn, this Pisces is who I wish I was, you see? And then all of a sudden you're going to try to run and you can't run, see? Until the Pisces ends it, the cycle, that's when you realize that, oh, maybe I probably should tone it down and be a little more nicer to people, because this Pisces just snapped on me and I ain't like it. Or, hey, I just got checked and my ego got dissolved. And hey, it might take years for me to actually get that ego back rock solid like I used to have it. It's like, no, you need to just pipe down and just be humble, fam. Because I'm telling you, come climbing that tree of a Pisces, you gonna see what I'm talking about. Like, wait a minute. Hey, whoever I'm trying to be, this Pisces is it. Like, but this is the thing, the Pisces is not that. Put it like this: a Pisces is not trying to be you, fam. See, this is why a Pisces doesn't want to be around you. But see, a Pisces has to pull themselves away from you. They have to stop talking to you to basically to have their and to experience their peace again, to be more of themselves. They have to spend time by themselves. You get what I'm saying? They got to spend time by themselves to actually reconnect with their self. See, that's why Pisces will be at home with the baby mom and the wife, and then all of a sudden he goes for a drive. He just wants to go by himself. See, to actually detach emotionally from anybody that is connected to him emotionally, temporarily. See, just to feel himself and to realize that, hey, am I thinking my own thoughts? Am I feeling my own blood? Am I basically operating out of myself and not other people? See, because you take on so much of others that sometimes if you're not careful, you could end up changing who you are. Just boom. You could literally suppress and just forget about your own self for years because you've been around so many other energy hungry people. And then all of a sudden you notice why you're more of yourself when you go through that divorce, or you stop hanging with those people you used to hang with. Then you start realizing, wow, I actually like watching the NFL football now, like I used to. But because you start hanging with Tyrone had you going to the strip club and had you wanted you to go do other things because he didn't like football. Because y'all hung together, you were more like him. See? And then what happens is the detriment is once you start hanging around Tyrone, you end up being who Tyrone wish he was. See? And then all of a sudden, guess what what he wants to do? He wants to be the peaceful Pisces. It's cold blood. It's almost like you guys change places. Because Pisces, Pisces dissolves the ego. The ego falls. When it comes to the 12th house, the ego dissolves. It cannot hang around. It can't stick around. If you are someone you think you are, and it is not your authentic self, it will die every time around the Pisces. So like, comment, share, subscribe. Now, here's another thing. What I want to say is, see, Pisces, they don't like hurting people. I put the disclaimer out. Pisces do not like hurting people. So don't run off this live and say, oh man, damn, the Pisces, he just wants to go around hurting everyone. God damn it. And see, that's not the case. Pisces don't, they don't like going around hurting people. So, like I say, if we block you, we unblock you, or we ghost you, it's all about the process. It's all about the process of ending the cycle. See, and because the ending of the cycle, it speaks for itself. That's just what it is, you guys. So another thing is the fact, like I say, any of these reasons if they sound like you drop a Pisces symbol and whatnot. So like I say, understand that. I'll say another thing is Pisces don't block people to be petty. See, it's not like the Scorpio. And like I say, we block you because what? Our spirit said move. See? So we always playing chess, not checkers. So make sure you subscribe for part 2, like, comment, share, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.